listen to me really closely. Being different is actually an advantage. And what I mean by being different is that not being a regular person. So it means like if you are wearing special clothes and if you are doing things that most people don't do or most people think it is weird or dangerous, is actually the good thing to do. Now, I'm not telling you to be a bad person and do bad things, but what I'm telling you is by being different, it is how you can actually succeed and you can actually become better than most people. So for an example, all the successful people, all of them have something special about them. They are different, they do something that is different, and everybody thinks that they are weird or they are crazy, and it's actually the opposite. Because they are doing those things, that's how they set themselves apart from everybody else. And when you do that, that's actually when you can go and become a better person and also find success. So I will give you an example with myself. So basically, I always used to wear clothes that are different from other people, and I used to like things that are different from the other people that I knew. So in a lot of time, people question the things that I wear and the things that I do just because it's weird to them that I am different than most of the people around me now. Most of the people that I know, or most people that I know on the street, all of them just wear the same things and everybody just do the same thing. They go to the same job and do the same thing all the time. Now, what I'm talking about is that how you can find success by being different and how it can actually be an advantage for you is because in the end of the day, when you think about it, 99% of the people, all of them are the same. All of them just wear the same clothes, they think the same way, they all do the same thing. So what I'm saying is that everybody is always the same. Everybody thinks the same way, they look the same way, they do the same shit. And it is good to be in an evolution point of view, to be like the same with other people. They will accept you to their group and you can actually be in a really strong social group if anything bad happens and if you guys get attacked or something like that. So that I get it. You don't want to be like too different because you don't want to be like left out, but it is really important that you have some things about you that set you apart from other people. Now, you can take advantage with those things that you do that are different from other people, and just because of that, you will probably just get a lot out of life just because you are doing something that a lot of people just are afraid to do it or are not capable to do it. So in my case, like a lot of big things that are for me that are different from other people, it's the clothes and my motorcycle and some other stuff as well, but those are probably like the two main things. But there are a lot of other things that like other people will probably not realize because they can't really see it. So I'm talking about like mindset and I don't know if it's diet, those things people usually don't see, and those things are actually really important. Those things give me a lot of an advantage over other people because they always try to be the same as everybody else, and because I'm doing something different that other people don't do just because they're afraid to do it or just because they think that's the right thing because everybody else does it, I just automatically get an advantage over them. Now I can go into the actual information of like what the diet gives to me, and for example those actually like the things that I do, how they help me become better than most people. But that's not the point, because I want to talk about something that is really, really important, and that is when you actually start doing things that you are afraid to do or things that are outside of the norm. That's when you can be successful. And think about it, like you cannot be successful when you are like everybody else in the world. Most people are not successful and most people have just regular lives, and most of them pretty much like suffer. Their life is really, really miserable and it's hard, and you cannot have that life that you actually want to have if you are going to be like the rest of them. And now listen, you can wear, if the clothes that you like to wear are like similar to everybody and your hobbies are similar to everybody, okay, but I'm sure like 100% there is something that you can do that will set yourself apart from them, or maybe it will set yourself apart and you still be like most people, but at least the pool is actually like a lot smaller, and then you can actually still be special. Because the thing is, it's not the actual thing that you do that makes you successful, but the thing is it's the general outside of it. So when you start doing things that are different and you go outside of your comfort zone, you start doing things that are beneficial for you. So for example, if it's going to the gym, if it's working, if it's learning, most people after they finish high school and they go to college, they stop learning. Like I, for example, every day I just realize how many things I have to learn, and I understand that like, let's say like my parents or I'm talking about people that are pretty older, they stop learn, and most of them you cannot even talk to them or explain to them anything because they are so stuck in what they know, and their mind is so closed just because they stopped learning after high school and college. So what I'm saying is being different is not just doing things that are different from other people or I don't know, looking different or having different hobbies. It's actually just a way of life of questioning everything and always trying to not be like everybody else, because most people are living on autopilot and are just doing what they see or what companies make them believe they want to do, which is not true. And because of people are not learning and trying new things and doing things that they want to do but they are afraid to do, they actually don't get the life that they want to have, just because they are not embodying this idea of being different from other people, because they are scared to be an exception. They're afraid to not be like everybody else, and then like everybody will look at them, everybody will judge them, everybody will say things about them. That's just because they are afraid of it. That's why they're gonna stay in the same place and they're not gonna grow and get the life they actually want to have. So this is actually like an action step for you that you can actually do, so you can start embodying this idea of being different from other people. Now, I think the best thing you can actually do is just wear things that are different. So like fashion stuff. You can do a hobby that most people don't like to do. Or you can also start questioning things and start kind of getting out of the bubble. And if everybody thinks a certain way, try to kind of find a way that you can think different from them. So if they think a certain thing about something, you should go and maybe research about it and try to see like the other side of it. And then with time, you will actually see the changes that will happen. Like if you think about certain things, you will realize like how wrong you were about a lot of things and how it kept you away from living the life that you actually want to live, and to do the things that you were afraid to do just because you were afraid to be different from other people. And because you were afraid to be different from other people, that's what actually blocked you from getting those things that you really wanted. Because if you are like everybody else, you're gonna have the life that everybody else has. Believe me, we all know that everybody wanna have a special life, but in the end of the day, everybody is trying to be the same as everybody else. And you might say it's wrong because everybody wanna like look special and they have like this trendy clothes or like this Gucci or like this nice car or whatever, but that's because they want an acceptance from other people. They're not doing it to be different. So if you are not gonna start embodying, trying to be different from the rest of the people, if it's by learning things that other people don't, by thinking different, by doing things that are different, there is no way in hell you're going to have a different life from the rest of the world. So if you're not going to start embodying being different from other people, you're not going to be able to have the life that you actually want to have, just because most people don't have the life that you want to have. And if you want to be like everybody else, you're gonna have the same life as everybody else.